Good morning, good morning. Hi. Good morning, Amelia and Applejacks. How are you ladies this morning? Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Stop watching. No. I'm sorry. Oh, Rage watch. I'm sorry. I'm back. I needed a break, I swear. I swear. I was dealing with a lot mentally. But we're here. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right. So I did trade a little bit yesterday. I didn't stream. But I did trade. I only traded my Apex account because that account I think renews on the 20th, and that was a 90% off account. Oh my God, I forgot. Shoot. Damn. Hold, please. I forgot something. So yeah, and I don't want that account renewing. Not at 50% off or something. So I traded it a little bit yesterday. I made 500 on it and a few trades. And that was really it. Today I'm gonna be trading that account, my Tradeify account, because that renews soon too. And then y'all, I was so off my game before I took my hiatus that Friday before I took my hiatus, I was supposed to fail my TPT account so it would start over. I didn't. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Good morning. In Ireland this week. Have a fun time, Applejacks. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, Amelia, it is. Hi, Trenches. So yeah, I really have not looked at the markets besides yesterday. Like when I tell you I needed a full break from everything, like I didn't even want I was doing like certain stuff in Chat GPT, just trying to like rewire my brain and stuff, but like trading, I've done nothing. I've not looked at anything at all. I think I looked at a few streamers here and there, but that was really it. I was just trying to kind of honestly stay away from everything. I did increase my Renko size to 24 right now, which I might end up sticking with long term. We'll see. But that's the goal, at least. But how have you guys been? How's trading been going? That wouldn't work there. Oh, well. Yeah, I got a few more things to work out. I'm only trading pullbacks today. I'll add divergence back in probably tomorrow. But yeah, work is okay. The day yesterday, didn't trade 3 days last week, but oh no. Has the markets been really like volatile? I think one of the days that I watched, maybe it was Friday, I saw there was like a 200-point move in a really short period of time. But aside from that, that's all I know nothing. Well, today it's got to be pretty choppy. We keep switching trends and then immediately rejecting. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Let me turn the bar marker up. Yeah. Even less of a load on the. Please tell me this is bid ask. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Don't Save Her. How are you guys this morning? I miss thing. There were nice days. Ah, that's always how it happens, I swear. I swear, I swear. All right, so pretty sure that account renews on the 20th. So I'm gonna have to do like, I'll do 2 for now. Damn, I missed that trade. I'm trying to make sure because I think I fixed. Okay, I did put it on 76. Okay, cool. Like trying to make sure that I fix things the way they're supposed to be. So I just missed this buy right here, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, I should be adding divergence back in tomorrow. Ow. Right now I'm trying to figure out. So I use the zigzag as my tick distance, like, because that tells me the distance between the low to the high of the swing, so that's fine. But right now I'm trying to figure out if the volume should be used from this indicator or the oscillator. That's why I put the oscillator on a few minutes ago. They calculate a little bit different. The zigzag counts the, well, hello. The zigzag counts the reversal bar as the starting volume of the swing. But that's not, I could have got in there. That's not technically, like, based on auction theory, that's not technically correct. Because part of that volume is like the sellers that are trying to continue the trend down, and then, you know, the aggressive buyers pushing things up. So the oscillator starts the volume from the bar after the reversal bar, and then, but it also includes the entry bar volume, if that makes sense. So right now I'm trying to figure out which one is correct. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that part out, which I haven't figured out yet. But I will. I'll have it figured out by today, honestly. I just didn't really have enough time to look it over last night. But yeah. It's like the main thing right now. And then, like I said, I have to finish the divergence stuff, which I should also finish today. No news today. Oh, I'm like, why is it so dark in here? Forgot my. There we go. Okay. It's a huge order. It just came in at like 8:21. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? Oh, you only have one? Is it the trade is too far gone, huh? What do I have on in there? Must be volume sequencing, maybe. Yeah, it is. Okay. Close already. Oh. Still a good trade. Still a good trade. It still worked out. Nice. What was it on Dow? That was it right there. I knew this coming down wasn't right, but I was waiting to see what the one going up would do, but it just, that closed and took off. It was no way I was going to be able to get into it without seeing it ahead of time, and I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. It skipped right on through. Pull back too far. Uh-oh. Man, it's so... I don't like that choppiness. Every time we switch trends, we like immediately reject. Nice. Oh yeah, that's a full blown. Look how that's damn near a perfect barcode. Hold on, you guys. All right. What a push. This was a nice trap of the sellers right at the bottom of this candle or bar, whatever. Pushed up 78 points from there. There's always a bull market somewhere. No, for real, don't save her. For real. At least we pushed out of the barcoding. That's nice. That was a bit much. Just a tad. Let's see something. Oh, that's what I get. Looking back and I missed the buy. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna have to though go 3 there. I think that account renews on the 24th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Still got 4 days left on that one. We're pushing towards the high. There was some nice pullbacks though. This one I'm not so sure on if I can capture just yet, but for sure that one. There was a couple of other ones where we weren't inside of the change zone that I missed. This one. We've been having some good ones. But that's what happens when you take a week and a half off. It is what it is. What do you guys think about all the Top Step drama that's going on with the whole live account stuff? Have you guys been keeping up with that? Yeah, I just think it's funny because remember some months back I was telling you guys, oh, that was a huge sell order there at 9:54. The order flow indicator that I had got from Trade Devils that was holding me at first with the data lag. There's now an update on it where they actually show big orders in bubbles, kind of like what do you call it? Bookmap? You can see it now. And it's pretty cool because it's dynamic. Like you can put in your own like parameters or whatever, or you can just allow it to use like real-time market data to determine when those bubbles paint. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I just think that it's crazy how that girl in one of those Facebook groups was like arguing with me about how Top Step is like the only company that never changes anything. And oh my gosh, I can't believe other companies are putting people on probation. Top Step they would never. I just thought that was pretty crazy. A lot of people that were max contract don't care it hits. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think, well, the metals had a lot to do with some changes that a lot of companies are making, to be completely honest. Um, oh, now the question is, do I trade? Oh, that's not going to be right anyway. It's negative delta. But the issue with the metals and how people are like doing certain things. First of all, I want to talk about this. And this is no offense to the girl who made the post in the Apex group. But basically there was a girl who was upset because Apex is now taking away profits earned from people purposely violating the MAE rule so they can build a buffer so that they can get denied a payout and then get a payout later, right? Now, we talked about this when Apex 3.0 came out in November of 2024, which, by the way, somebody in Alpine stream, I think Friday, was saying Apex and their new scammy rules. And I'm like, this is literally a rule that's been there since November of 2024. Are you people upset because they're now enforcing it? I said from the beginning they needed to enforce it. Because the whole purpose was to get rid of the gray area rules, which I understand why they didn't, because you have some people who have violated accidentally, like, whatever. But because you have so many people who just do stupid shit like that, you just have to make it a full-blown rule, whatever. And I'm like, so the girl was just like, that she could not believe that they took $4,000 from her in one account, and I think it was like $5,000 in another account. And I'm like, why do y'all think y'all should be entitled to profits that you made violating a rule on purpose? She literally said that she violated it to build a buffer in her 50K accounts. But you know what? This is the influencers' fault. We've been saying from the beginning, these influencers would get online and be like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. If you violate the rules, don't worry. Just go ahead and request a payout, get denied. And it's okay because you built a buffer. And you had influencers that were actually doing it and would be like, oh, violated the MAE. It's okay. Look how much of a buffer I have. How long did we think that was going to last? Like, I just don't understand. I don't. I just don't. It really irritates me. The white girl. Like, what? Hey, Pine Tree, how are you this morning? So many people that get banned. There's always, I swear to you, I just get so annoyed. I really do. And then you have people like, it's such a predatory rule. Why is it predatory for you to not risk 30% of your account? Prop firm or not, why are we risking 30% of our account? I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. I don't get it. Oh yeah, Pine Tree Amelia's always here with me in the mornings. How have you been doing? I'm just sick of it. And then I think it was 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% irresponsible of Brian Stonk to be building some massive account balances, I think up to $5 million or something, trading silver. And like, you were violating rules to do that. But even then, like, here's the thing. Yes, you're a trader first. I get it. But one thing that irritates me is people who become influencers and then forget what being an influencer is all about. Why are we influencing people to do what you're doing? You as an influencer, part of your job outside of trading and, getting your payouts as a trader, part of your job as an influencer is to make sure that what you are promoting isn't putting the company at jeopardy. Which is why all of the just break the rules, it's fine. People, like all the people upset about profits being taken and stuff, go blame the influencers that were telling everybody that it's okay to break the rules to build a big buffer to get your payouts. Blame them. But I'm like, them taking profits is nothing new. They used to do that with news trading. Exactly. You don't want an MAE rule? Go trade your own damn account. He full Porter said, yeah, exactly. And it's like, kudos to you. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I know I haven't taken a trade yet, but I need to put my personal account on here. Put it on micros. And take a trade on there so I don't get the inactivity rule. But yeah, like, ugh. I backtested for a freaking month. He said on that stream he wants to be the largest payout at Apex. But why? But even if you do, there's no problem with that. I don't think there's a problem with that at all. But it's the way that you go about doing it. And why can't we just why do we even have to be the biggest payout? Why? You want the clout from it? Like, I don't know. People just drive me insane. I'm not gonna lie, they do. They really do. Cause I just be wanting it to make sense. That's all. I just want it to make sense. And it doesn't at the moment. At all. All right, let's see if this sets up, but yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of what's going on in the prop space and I just shake my head. I really do. Are we not going to drop? I only want to. Why is this doing this? You know what? I need to reach out to Trade Devils though, because I don't like how you see all those zeros going across the screen. That pisses me off. It's in my way. And I don't know why it does that. Now I can't see. I think it probably if I turn the tick replay data on when I load the charts, it probably would not do that. But I'm not completely sure. But I genuinely can't even see the delta because it's hiding behind the freaking zeros. To pull us in, no consistency rule. Exactly, Pine Tree. Exactly. And my thing is, if you're that good, right, and that's what you want to do, why not go do it in some TPT live accounts or something? Why not? I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, the only reason he went big. Got you. Rules, so he has to keep trading after that big day. Yeah, I honestly, I don't think he's gonna get that payout anyway. Even if he wanted to, he wouldn't get it. At least I don't think. I do not. I didn't take that sale because of something that happened back here. It was this one. 508, 510. Because this loss here is, it looks the exact same as the win here. Only thing different is we had the VWAP to try to use. But yeah, I'm gonna stay on probably till 10 o'clock because I gotta get some trades in on this account, these accounts. But I'm just a little slow reacting because I've been off for a week and a half. But I feel like I've done a pretty good job of unjumbling my brain. I told y'all, like, I was on information overload, and it is so hard to unlearn and relearn. It's just so hard. Because, like, you see something and it's like, oh, but then you have to remember, like, no, that's not right. You know, I think the reason is because they can't. They can't. Very few can. He has a very big audience and could see. Well, you know, I wonder if they must have said something to him recently, because when I looked on his Twitter, I feel like he hadn't posted in a while. Oh, well, he posted yesterday, it looks like, about the TPT coming back, the live program. Yeah, see, before yesterday, it had been like 4 days, I think, since he had posted. And I wonder if, like, there was some kind of conversation had, because I don't know. I just think it's irresponsible, period. Let's take a base hit trade and TPT from my DGen account keeps me from over trading. But sometimes that's just what you have to do. When you got that itch, you just have to have those accounts, or that one account that you can just, like, hey, whatever happens, happens. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. And that's okay, because it doesn't really matter anyway. The more rules a company has, the more you can't do that. 367. I can't wait till I get the divergence stuff together, which, like I said, will be today, because this was a perfect divergence trade, but I don't have the rules written in front of me yet, so I don't want to take them. Showing the Robinhood equity curve like it don't go. See you, trenches. I don't even, like, my Twitter is just like a little burner account, and most of my feed is actually stuff about 2K26, but every now and then trading related stuff will pop up. But I think when I saw that Killian had made a video and he was on the thumbnail of it, so I was like, I wonder what he did. And so then I went to his Twitter and then looked at the first couple minutes of her video, and I'm like, but yeah. Not you, trenches, go to bed. You are crazy. Have a great rest of your day. Cuckoo bird. All right, so I think that I feel like that should be enough. That should be enough. All right, let's see what we get after we get this breakout. Now, in the small data set that I had of trying to figure out, like, if I'm using the oscillator for volume or the zigzag or whatever, we didn't, that particular day, I don't think we were pushing new highs or lows. So I'm kind of chancing it a little bit if I have a trade that pushes back towards the high, but it'll be all right. We're not trading PAs anyway. All right. Had to make sure. Mini, micro. What a nice push. Off of some divergence here. Buyers were super aggressive in the wick of the bar off of the resistance level, and we just pushed up 77 points. And this was a liquidity, it was like a liquidity grab because this swing was higher distance or longer distance than this one, but there was less volume in this one. All right, let's see how we want to play this. It's negative delta right now. I think I like the push back towards the high if we pull down further. Oh, and you know what? This is an alternate pullback anyway. It started with a lower low, so that wasn't. I needed the delta to not be efficient, and it was. Good thing I didn't take it. Those are toxic. Media person they hire for tweeting for them, so they stay off of it. You know what? I never really got into Twitter because Twitter for me, and this sounds so crazy, is organized chaos. It's just too chaotic for me. It's too much going on at one time. But you know what? It feeds into people's like lack of concentration because it's just all over the place. And I think that's why I never liked it. I really hate that I'm not pulling the trigger on stuff, but I'm really just trying to look at stuff in real time as to what I saw like on back testing or whatever. And although there were decent pullbacks, a lot of the better moves were from divergence, which I can't trade yet. So I'm just having to be kind of cautious. All right, so this is alternate. We're at an upper deviation band of VWAP. That was negative delta. Got it. Got it. right. Got a pullback. Delta's too efficient. What a drop. Nope. $396. Control moved up. Oh, push down. Thought we were gonna push up here. Now I kind of wish I was on the 20 tick chart, but it's cool. All of the good moves were kind of up in here. Not necessarily down here, but like right up in here. I just missed them. The buyers are building. Yeah. I'm gonna stay on for at least the time that it takes me to take one trade, but I might continue trading off stream, just the one account that renews on the 20th, just to get some like reps in. I don't like that. That's equal swings right there. Yeah, I might, we'll see. We're kind of stuck on this lower high over here. I will say, me taking the week and a half off to like take a mental break, but also just like uncomplicate things in my brain has helped, because now I still have to finish going through the smaller data set that I have of transitioning to like simplifying this, but I can see where the consistency will be able to come in at, because I don't have a lot to look at. Like I could literally take all of these levels off the chart. I would probably just keep like the pivot, the support and resistance, and VWAP, just because obviously if I'm buying into the resistance, I would want to like set my stop loss to break even or something like that. But aside from that, it's not much to look at. Me switching over to bid ask helps, because I can see the aggressiveness, which honestly most of the time bid ask and up down tick kind of matches anyway. As far as like delta and where the point of control is and stuff. Sometimes it'll change the point of control direction. Like it might look like a continuation on up down tick, but it's actually a trap on bid ask or something like that. But for the most part, I'm noticing that depending on which structure we're in, so like on the pullbacks where it's the lower low to the higher high to the higher low, I don't want the delta to be efficient in the entry bar for the most part. And from an auction theory standpoint, it makes sense because this is a transition from a downtrend, a minor downtrend, and you're trying to change back to an uptrend. So there should be some kind of fight, I guess you can say. And so it's just like little things like that that I'm kind of learning. Like this particular one with the higher high to higher low to lower high. That particular structure needs something different than just a regular pullback. But even though they kind of need different things, they're very easy to remember. Like unless there's some type of volume tick mismatch as far as like the swing volume and swing tick distance for the swings, unless there's some kind of mismatch, I don't want the delta to be efficient on the entry bar either, because that particular structure is like a compression structure over time. Like there's nobody cares, nobody's really participating, the participation is decreasing sequentially, and so you don't want anybody to be dominant, because then it'll show that they are interested when that particular structure shows no interest. It's a no interest reversal. But if there's a volume tick mismatch, well then now you do want dominance, because now somebody's stepping in and putting more volume into the market in that structure than it should be. So then you want dominance. So it's like I've uncomplicated it drastically. But right now the biggest thing is which indicator do I use to determine the swing volume? Zigzag or oscillator, because they can run differently quite often. But besides that, I think I'm gonna like doing it this way because it's so easy to remember. So easy. I thought I was gonna have to use like delta signals and all kinds of stuff, and I don't have to at all. I just want one good little trade. The point of control is right at the open here, so I don't really know if I want to choose that as being in the body or the wick because it's basically right in the middle, which I feel like just indicates neutrality, and I don't really like trading neutrality. But if we don't have anything decent by 10, I'm gonna get off and start my day because I got some stuff I need to do. All right, trying to break out, see if we can get beyond some of these lower highs. Need to go to the market. Pull it back further than I wanted it to. I don't have rules for the deeper pullbacks just yet. Not for when it starts with a lower low. I just didn't have enough data for it. You know, you're right. I think one of his videos popped up in my news feed 2 or 3 days ago, I think. I think he made a video about base hits or something. And then I saw he was in Nutty's video that he made about that event, that traders event or whatever. He had posted well, inside of the video, he showed a picture of Matt talking to somebody. He was like, you know, I forgot to take a picture with a lot of people, and Matt was one of them. I usually watch his recaps, but I haven't in a while. Oh, you know what? I think that he recently stopped doing recaps, if I'm not mistaken. Only watch Amelia. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not with you. I'm not, ma'am. Oh, yeah. You are silly. All right, on this pullback, I'm going to try to take the trade as long as we don't have like negative delta in the bullish reversal bar or not. What the hell? But I think I should be okay trading going back to the high. We'll see. As long as there's dominance in the delta, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I am. But yeah, I feel like he's not doing recaps anymore because his recap channel is the only one that I'm sub to. Oh yeah, he hasn't put out a recap in 2 months. That's why. And I just don't have the capacity. Like I don't I'm so in a zone of like trying to figure out my shit, what I like, what I don't like, and things like that, that I just genuinely, I don't even typically have, like I'll pop into some streams when they're live, but you know, just to have it going on in the background. But aside from that, I just don't, there's no way I can watch everybody's live, especially because a lot of people they have pretty long lives. Pretty long. I was gonna get into this buy, but the delta just turned negative, so unless the buyers step back in here, can't get into that. They stepped in, but not by much. All right, what's this? 582. Did have some volume sequencing going on there. Nope, that delta's too strong. Oh my god, I just want to get into a trade. That's it. He was in that blow and go cycle for a while. He was, and it's kind of hard to even know or tell because Nutty hasn't been doing the, oh my goodness, Nutty hasn't been doing the update videos, so yeah, I'm gonna have to as much as I don't want to journal today because I just kind of want to take the least bit of time today. I think I need more examples for certain things. Cause Well, maybe I can. All right, I'm gonna try something on that. So I miss out on a lot of these because my rules aren't set up properly. I wonder if I can do the same thing on the opposite way too. Going with the trend. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. Okay, at least maybe with the trend I can. Or counter trend I can. At least I'm gonna try. The market's moving so slow now. This delta stays dominant. I'm gonna try the... Whoop, just went negative. What the hell? Every time I think it's time, it's not. It's not. Oh, don't piss me off. Like some of these, I think I can trade even if the delta's opposite. Like the delta was negative in this bar. And the sellers were in control in the body of the candle, but there was some bullish volume sequencing though. So, but I don't know. I'm still trying to work those little kinks out. It makes sense why the sellers were so dominant here though, because this was a smaller swing going up than here, but there was more volume. So there was some absorption happening in here. So it makes sense why the sellers just got so crazy in that reversal bar. So annoying. And see, I don't really have examples of the deltas being opposite in those particular situations. So, oh, I do. There's one. 1, 2. So maybe I can. So this happened a couple of times today on these types of reversals. Yeah, I'm gonna have to journal today just to get more data. But I'm gonna have to go back and see, because I added the oscillator and I don't remember at what time. I should be able to see the zigzag detach from a bar to know when I did it. So it had to have been somewhere around here. So I'm gonna start on this trade here. Just so I know for myself. All right, just give me a decent pullback that I can attempt to trade. But yeah, I think this would be the only pullback type where if delta is opposite, it's okay. Possibly divergence too, we'll see. I'm really loving this update on this indicator with the book map type bubbles. So nice. There was some other updates on that indicator as well too. 20.75. Can't see the freaking delta, bro. Well, that sucks. I finally try to get in and I get a no bill. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. Well, here's the inside of the bars. So you can see there was no, once the bar closed, it just took off. There was no pullback to get me into it. Finally pulled the trigger. It means nothing. How nice. Trash. Very trash. And that trade just reminded me that because I'm on a higher tick chart, I do have to, I'm not going to do it now because it's going to mess everything up. But I got to make sure when I'm done to go into the chart trader and change that. Because right now it has it, when if it goes 26 ticks in my trade direction and doesn't fill me, it's going to cancel the order. But now I need it to be, I think 29. If I'm not mistaken. Kind of ugly today. Yeah, I mean, honestly, besides the nice little pump we had here, we've just been kind of stalling. We stalled here. So we barcoded a little bit, broke out, barcoded, broke out. It's crazy. Barcoded for 2 bars, breakout, barcoded for 2 bars, breakout. And then once we hit here, we just hit a wall. Kind of rode the VWAP a little bit, and now we're just kind of trading under it. Oh yeah, I have to get divergence together. This right here, is the same thing that happened earlier, like the same exact trade. I have to, you know what? All right, one more attempt and then I'm gonna start this journaling because I need this data. It's gonna help me, and then I'm gonna be able to be so quick on the triggers tomorrow. So quick. So freaking quick. Delta's too efficient. There's no fight here. Delta became inefficient, but we got a neutral point of control. All right. Nope. Damn it. That turn it turned efficient at the last second, and I don't want efficiency on this particular trade. I guess I should have stayed in. But I don't want efficiency on that particular trade, so I had to get out. Just to follow my rule set that I have so far. Damn. Did that hit my target? I don't even know what my target is. Let me see. 31. Yep, well, now I will. Wait, 31 divided by 4. No, 31 divided by 4. So 7.75 instead of 6.75. Damn. That was a nice trade. But the point of control did turn back neutral as well. So not only was the delta efficient, but the point of control was neutral. So something else I've been trying to figure out recently. Let me see if I could give a good example. Nope, that's not one. Here. All right, this is a good example. So, okay. So before, when I was trying to look at the volume of the entry bar, I would look to see like the intensity of the volume compared to the highest volume bar on the previous swing. So since I'm looking at this reversal bar down, I would be looking at the highest bar, which would be the last reversal bar. It does not always happen to be the reversal bar, but sometimes it does. So now that I've kind of switched to like from the auction theory standpoint of the reversal bars in the swing, they don't start them. Well, now if you look at the volume of this, the highest volume bar is this reversal bar, right? But technically this is not a bar inside of the bullish swing because it started the swing. Okay, so if that's the case, if I look at all the other bars had small volume, which means that this was an aggressive turn here, which changes like what I would be looking for in the reversal bar because it's an aggressive turn. Now, if this bar was less than the highest bar, then it's not an aggressive turn. And so this is something I started looking at last night, actually, well, 3 o'clock this morning. I'm like, since I'm now defining what starts and ends the swings differently, I think I have to look like not include the previous reversal bar. If it is the highest volume bar, I can't include that one when I'm trying to see how aggressive the entry bar is. So that's another thing that like I've had to turn off in my brain because I've been doing it that way for 2 years. Actually, probably longer than that. Whenever I started incorporating volume, that's how I was doing it. I really just undid the whole like what starts and ends the swing literally yesterday. I did it once before. Well, no. I was using the oscillator volume at some point, which is how that one calculates. But then I was like, no, I don't think I should continue doing that. I was on the right track. I swear to y'all, I'll have like some thought process based on what I'm seeing. And then I'll do something for a short period of time. I'm like, nah, I don't even think that matters. It be mattering. It does. It does. It actually does. Let's see. 431. But it's cool. Again, it's just the process of unlearning and relearning. That's all. If we can get a decent aggressive bar, I will look to buy. But delta's negative. There's some seller volume sequencing happening. Oh my gosh. Maybe we're setting up for the no interest reversal. Oh, wait. Buyers are trying to come through? Maybe? Ah, the aggressiveness went away. Sellers are stepping back in. I thought that was going to be my entry. Oh, it's a big order there. That bar closed with negative delta. Ugh. Trash, trash, trash. All right, let's see. Okay. Delta was negative. There was a huge buy order that went through at 87.25. So I wonder how far the market's gonna try to go up. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. All right. If I don't have a trade by 10:15, I'm done. This one doesn't all the way follow the rules, but because of what I've been seeing today, this is where I'm kind of making an adjustment to see if it works. Since this is an aggressive turn, let's see if the delta being dominant helps to keep it. Oh, you know what? I need to fix that, actually. Are we not gonna go down? The dominance went away. Ain't that something? That bar closes up. That's crazy. Wait, why did I put... Oh. Didn't finish my statement. think it should still be okay. We're just gonna take it. The dominance is gone, but because of the type of pull, shoot. Oh yeah. Because of the type of pullback it is, it might be okay to still take it. I'm just gonna go for it. If the bar ever closes down, doesn't look like it wants to. Oh, huge buy order just came in around like 92. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the order there. If it loses, it's fine. 21.42 is what I need now. If that bar closes up, oh my God. Wow. 1,800, almost 1,900 volume in that bar. The sellers wanted that push down so bad, and the buyers stepped back in and trapped them. Like that bar, right? That bar was here. It got all the way to negative 120 delta, and we almost closed like 3 times. That's insane. Insane. What's even more insane is the fact that this negative delta bullish bar actually pushed the market up 34 points. If I was in that buy though, I would have been so scared that bar was gonna close down. That's crazy. But I had a feeling that it might have closed up anyway because there was a huge order that just stepped in, and after that bubble popped up, it just kind of stalled, didn't really push back down to the bottom, and then just went. That's crazy. So crazy. All right, 9 minutes left. If I don't take a trade, I'm just not gonna end up taking a trade. It's fine. Oh wait, let me take my crazy. That means tomorrow I'm just gonna have to full port this. This account that renews on the 20th. I'm about to log in to make sure it's the 20th and I don't have to do it today. Oh. How do I see trading details? Maybe. No. When did I buy this freaking account? Purchases. Does renew on the 20th. Okay, so I do still have tomorrow. So what I'm probably going to do is just go ahead and end at 10:15, regardless of what happens. The other account renews on the 24th, so I'm not really worried too much about that account. So I'm just going to have to not necessarily full port. I'll probably just do like maybe 3 or 4 contracts per trade on the Apex account tomorrow, because I plan to actually take quite a few trades. Because especially seeing this in real time happening is so much different than now. Don't get me wrong, when I look at data on my back testing chart, even though the chart, I don't do like live replay or anything, even though the chart is static, the only thing I care about are the stats of the reversal bar and, you know, volume here, oscillator, whatever. And all of that stuff, the way that it looks on the history is exactly how it looks in real time. So that's a good thing. But actually seeing how the bar is painting is actually pretty cool, because some of the things that I have on my order flow chart I didn't have before. And then other things I did have, I don't have anymore. So it's kind of nice to look at the simplified version of it, see things as it's playing out and stuff like that. But I'm happy I opened the charts today because I need some of these setups I don't have a lot of examples on from the one day of data that I had. That one day had like 200 and I think 207 reversal bars in that first hour of the market being open, but obviously because I have, different setups and stuff like that, I don't have enough examples in certain setups. So today we'll be able to add to that a little bit. But I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow. I should be taking way more trades tomorrow, so that's a good thing. Are we gonna slide? How far are we gonna slide here? That's a nice part there. So it looks like when it's aggressive, it needs to be in the body. Point of control to accept value. When it is aggressive, it kind of doesn't matter. All right. Don't like the zigzag changing already, but I'm gonna stick to it. Now there's a volume tick mismatch with these two swings, but I don't know if that matters or not. It could matter. If it does and I lose, it's fine. And it looks like it's gonna matter. Yeah. It's gonna matter. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. There's less volume in this push down than this one on the oscillator, not on the zigzag. But right now I don't know if I care about these swings, comparing them anymore, so that's why I just went ahead and took it. It's fine. You can track now. Yeah, that's gonna lose. That's fine. Lori's in. Powerful website, you can check it. Are you talking about Di Lorenzo? Or no? Oh, we might push up. Wait a second. Do I have my stop loss in the right spot? Part of me just wants to break even, but I'm not going to. Oh, maybe I should have. Yeah, is that who you're talking about? Because I like his stuff a lot. Proflow. I feel like that's Di Lorenzo. After I get out of this trade, I'm going to look. Let's see. Come on, don't fail me now. How far did that go up? It's like 4 ticks from my TP. That's not close enough for me to break even. I should have the auto break even should be on, but bro, if I lose this trade after sitting in it this long and almost getting stopped out down there. Come on, buyers, step in. Could also be that my TP is too high, but I feel like 31 is what it's supposed to be. I could be wrong. Bro, if this TP's... It's struggling though. It is struggling. Oh my God, so much negative delta. All right, the buyers just took back control of the point of control, so that's kind of a good sign. But the bar is still negative delta for now. Oh, we just turned positive. There's a big order that just came in. Big order came in at 97.25. Please give it some steam to push. Now, shut the hell up. That just came so close to stopping me out. Oh my gosh. But there was, I think in my data, was it in my data? Or maybe it was something that happened yesterday, because yesterday when I was trading off stream, I think I was looking at the 24 tick chart trying to figure out where I would have to make an adjustment to put my stop loss, because on a 20 tick chart, I allowed price to come about 6 ticks beyond, well, if it comes 6 ticks beyond the, or it can go, no, it can go 6 ticks beyond the open of the bar and I'll still be in it. But with the adjustment of a 24 tick bar, you know, there's more room there for a price to go, and so I adjusted it to 8 ticks from 6 to 8 ticks beyond the open of the bar. So this came, let's see, the open was 87.75, the low was 86. It literally came up 1 tick from stopping me out. One. Oh my goodness. That was nice. But yeah, what I was saying earlier was, like, if you look here, the oscillator, so we have a bigger swing down compared to the previous swing. So that lets us know that sellers are really trying to take over this trend, right? And you see the volume is associated. Like if the volume starts with the reversal bar and ends the bar before the next reversal bar, well, then the volume is 2.3 compared to 1.6. That's a match because there's more volume, more distance. Well, the oscillator shows a different story, and this is where I'm trying to figure out which one matters most. The oscillator that starts the volume count the bar after the reversal bar and it ends with this reversal bar, well, that shows that there's less volume because there's 1955 coming down this way, and then on the previous one there was 2142. So this would mean that there's a bigger move with less volume, which is a liquidity vacuum. So right now I'm trying to figure out, and I should have enough data after I journal today's session, which one shows the absorption best and which one shows the liquidity vacuum the best. And whichever one it is, that's the one I'm going to go with. But oh my goodness. That was nice. Here's what the inside of the entry bar looked like. So there's positive delta, it's aggressive delta, or dominant delta is what they call it. Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the right. Here. So the delta was dominant, which means basically that the 124 delta was close to the max delta. So I have it to where this is the max delta, this is the min delta, so I can see what the highest and lowest delta the bar was at any given moment. And I have it colorized to where as long as the delta is 76% or more of the max or min delta, it'll be colored red or green. And then if it's not, it'll be this blue and pink or whatever. So not only did we have that, the point of control was in the wick, with the buyers controlling it, right? So a wick point of control means rejection, which makes sense because it was such a heavy push down that swing was compared to the previous swing. So it's a rejection of price. And then we have volume sequencing that ended up happening right before the close of the bar in the body of the bar. Now it was a struggle. That trade was a struggle, but a win is a win. A win is a win. I know Nutty is using the prop flow to track his. Oh, that's what I want to go see if it's DiLorenzo stuff. All right, let me see. Prop flow. Oh, yeah, it is. As soon as it popped up, oh, wait. No. That's not him. Somebody. You know what? Maybe that's where I heard about it from Nutty. I think some weeks ago. I think he mentioned it and was saying that he was going to start using it. Did he show it on stream today or something? Yeah, I think DiLorenzo stuff is different. But yeah, well, I guess this is pretty cool to have it to be able to track like different prop firms and stuff like that. But you said TradeZella people made an account and copied his stuff. What does TradeZella have that did TradeZella have an update? This is actually pretty cool. I think for me though, because I use QuickBooks, since I do have different like affiliate sources of income and stuff like that. I've used QuickBooks even before I got into trading and doing prop firms and affiliates with prop firms. I've always used QuickBooks because it just makes it easier for me and my tax guy at the end of the year. So for me, like something like that would probably not, it looks really nice though. I like the interface way more than I like QuickBooks, but it's like I would be paying for another something that's kind of like QuickBooks just a little bit, just as far as like just keeping up with expenses and payouts and stuff like that. But it looks like this whole payout detected thing, that's actually pretty cool. They do. Shut up. Girl, where? Hold on. I wonder if it's already been done. Where was you reading about it? Yeah, y'all. I really, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually excited about trading again because I genuinely feel like I'm finally on the right track to simplifying this, which is all my brain wanted. That's why I needed a break. I needed a break to just not think about the charts, not see the charts. Like I said, I was asking ChatGPT questions because I just wanted to understand things a little bit more clearly because I'm still learning about auction theory and how it works and the why behind the market and stuff. And it's a lot. But in the process of me learning and unlearning, I'm trying to learn from this simplified version of things. So yeah, it was on a Discord. I'll send you. Okay. Yeah, send it to me because I just logged into TradeZilla and I don't see anything in there. Oh, you know what? I wonder if he, oh wait, no, that's not it. Let me see. No. Yeah, because right now my TradeZilla just still looks normal. I don't see anything about anything prop related. Trade replay, progress tracker, back testing, mentor mode, university. Yeah, I don't see anything right now. Yeah, shoot it to me. When I'm done journaling today's session, I'm gonna get on Discord and then I'll check my messages. But yeah, I'm actually happy with today, even though I only took the one trade. Well, I did try to get into another one and I actually took two because I forgot I had to break even out of this one. And then I had the one trade that I tried to get into where I didn't get filled. I think the biggest thing for me today is seeing things play out in real time. Like I missed some stuff. I kind of like was hesitant on certain things just because of the unlearning part. But seeing the simplistic version of my strategy work out in real time is really nice because I can't even explain to you guys how many hours I've put in the last 2 hours in the last 2 years of just trying to find what works for me, what works for my brain. How does my brain understand what I see on the charts and stuff like that? So seeing that I don't have to have things so complicated and they still work out is nice. Now I just have to like put the final touches on it and kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm happy with today. Let me show you guys what the accounts look like. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna have to definitely go bigger size, depending, well, hopefully I take way more trades obviously, but I'm gonna definitely have to go pretty decent size on the Apex account since it does renew. And I'm not renewing it. It's either gonna pass tomorrow or fail. I'm not renewing it. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. So I traded these particular accounts, and what I'm hoping is that I'm back on PAs next week, at least trading the one that I've been kind of trading on here and there. But that one trade put me almost back at full drawdown in the starting balance. So yeah, so I earned the 150 on the Tradeify and the TPT accounts, which I'm gonna have to start multiplying contracts on the Tradeify account too to try to see if I could pass that by Tuesday. But yeah, overall, not a bad day. I just got disconnected and reconnected, but yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. Amelia, don't forget to send me the thing about the prop flow and TradeZilla thingy. And like I said, it'll probably be a couple hours when I'm done journaling. I'll check my messages. But I thank you guys for tuning in, especially because I've been gone for a while. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.